the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this race.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Right there. Hey. You got 3. Three down. Go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The result, a first down, as the quick slant gets him 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On second down, here's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney!
And they'll run it here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Escaping the pressure. Now the ball comes loose.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Run, run, run. Check. Chip left. Play. Ready, hunt.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
After the interception, here's Rosen. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage. And he goes down right there. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 20. Hip. There you go, right here. Hunt.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Following the penalty, it's Hill. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down now, Hill, and he'll get this down only to the 18. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll hand it off now. Hill. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. first down. It's Rosen. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rosen on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry. Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half. Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rosen. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rosen. Dancing to it. And caught it up. And the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 20. Hey.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, Hill. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Off-play action, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Right back to him on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Now let's go.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Patriots have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 20. Go, zero. Go, zero. Hot.
Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tannehill on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, 20.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Tiger. Hey, 20. Rip. Go to the hot.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So out come the Raiders. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Gone!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. Gone.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Buying time to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
Run.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, Hill. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Let's go.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Patriots, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans.
Money back. Money back.